Good morning, all of you. So, as you all know, we had started with the fourth chapter, and since two previous classes we are discussing about that. Then, first part of this chapter, heat, we had discussed about the effects of heat and what are we face when the heat is too much. We had also discussed a short experiment to identify the objects as cold, lukewarm, hot, etc. Then, in the previous class, we had discussed about thermometer and we had just discussed the three types of thermometer. We had also tried to discuss how to record the temperatures. Now we are going to discuss further in detail about that. Let's move towards the class. So as we have discussed in the previous class, we had discussed about three types of thermometer mainly in common. The first one you can see there is the clinical thermometer. The second picture is of the laboratory thermometer, which is much bigger compared to the clinical thermometer. The third one you can see on the screen is the digital thermometer. Digital thermometer is in wide use nowadays. We had discussed the difference between the clinical thermometer and the lab thermometer. We had discussed that clinical thermometer is for clinical purposes. It helps to measure the temperature of the body, whereas the lab thermometer is used to measure the temperature of different objects. You can see the difference. Also that in the clinical thermometer there is a kink. Okay, kink is the region between the constriction and the bulb. There the mercury is allowed to be there for some time so that we can adjust the proper temperature. Whereas in lab thermometer no kink is present. And digital thermometer mainly the mercury is avoided and accuracy is much more compared to lab and clinical thermometer. So digital thermometer is used instead of a clinical thermometer. That's a better option. So see, this is the clinical thermometer. This is the covering of the clinical thermometer. What you do is you open the clinical thermometer. Okay, you can see this is the clinical thermometer. The company name has been written over here. At the second side you can see the markings, right? You see the markings closely. These are, then you can understand degree Celsius markings has been given over here. You can see here 35, right? Then there is 36. See here. Here you can see 35. Then you can see 36. Then you can see 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. Here you can see one more time 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. This is the bulb of this clinical thermometer. Correct? And here, this point, there is one narrow constriction. This is called as the kink. Okay, this is the kink of this thermometer. Here the mercury is getting collected and then through this constriction it is moving where it is needed. What the doctor does, or when we are measuring the temperature, what we first do is we take a cotton, dip it in spirit. I'm taking this after dipping in spirit, and you wipe the tip. After wiping the tip clean, you have to take it, this bulb you have to take, and you have to keep it under the tongue. What you have to do, you have to keep the thermometer under the tongue. For 1 minute, you have to record the, after 1 minute time, you have to record the temperature. For that, you have to catch the thermometer in a straight line, okay, towards your eye, so that you get the clear reading, and you can take the accurate temperature. Okay, this is the way to measure the temperature using the thermometer. Usually, as I told you, clinical thermometer and lab thermometer are the two main types of this thermometer. But nowadays digital thermometer is also available. Nowadays we prefer digital thermometer, and there are also nowadays more, because of this corona, gun type, you can see, those are like guns, okay, gun type thermometers we call them. So they are used, they can check the change in temperature of our body very easily. This is the importance of the thermometer. Okay, so this is the way I have shown you. So you know the difference between lab thermometer, clinical thermometer. Clinical thermometer is used in clinics, whereas lab thermometer is used in labs. Lab thermometer is also called as the maximum minimum thermometer. Okay, and it is used to measure the temperature of objects, whereas clinical thermometer is used to measure the temperature of different kind of human bodies or animal bodies, etc. And clinical thermometer usually degree Celsius is preferred. Lab thermometer usually degree Fahrenheit is preferred. Okay, so these are the differences, so please remember them. As we all have studied the lab thermometer, right? So we are going to just study about an activity to measure the temperature of water using a lab thermometer, activity 4.4 of your textbook. So what you have to do in this activity is take some tap water in a beaker or a mug and dip the thermometer such that the bulb is immersed in water. Wait till the mercury is steady and read the observation. So this is what you have to do. You have to take some water, dip the thermometer and wait till the mercury is steady. Then you read the observation. This is the way for measuring in case of the lab thermometers. Our next activity is activity 4.5 in your textbook. You have to take some hot water in a beaker or a mug and you have to dip the thermometer. Wait till the mercury is steady. Record the temperature. So you can see in boiling water we are dipping the lab thermometer and observing the temperature. So as I have shown you how to measure the temperature in case of the in case, okay. So whatever happens, we have to use the lab thermometer only in the lab. It should not be used to measure the body temperatures. Temperatures of objects are measured with the help of the laboratory thermometer. Okay, so up to minus 110 degrees Celsius the temperature can be recorded. Almost procedures for both are the same. Recording temperature using a clinical thermometer and recording using temperature using a lab thermometer. Almost the procedures for both are same, but the main difference where it lies is that clinical thermometer is used for human body, whereas lab thermometer is used for laboratory objects. That is the main difference. Now on the screen you can see the picture of digital thermometer. You can see how accurately it is showing the temperature, and there is no problem for mercury, and we don't need to jerk it or no such procedures. Okay, so it's comparatively time saving and more accurate as compared to the other type of clinical thermometers. So that is the advantage of this digital thermometer. Nowadays it is widely in use and everyone prefers this digital thermometer. So you can see on the screen, the digital thermometer is accurate compared to the clinical thermometer. It is widely used nowadays and they are not using mercury, so there are no chances of spilling of the mercury and then much damage to the thermometer is not caused. Okay, so those are the advantages of the digital thermometers. With this we are ending today's session. Hope you understood. how to take the temperature. I have told you last time the steps related to measuring the temperature. Hope you all have written these steps, and you will be able to write this in the exam if you further take care. Okay, thank you very much. Take care.